Hello everybody, Destroyer here. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 6. Today we have a 4v4 clan war match on the Wold to take a look at. So clan war is something I'm not particularly part of or fond of. Not really fond, I guess. Just not really involved with, I should say. But I do know 4v4 clan war is probably not very common. So rarely do you get that kind of stuff. It's mostly 2v2s and 1v1s for clan wars most of the time, I believe. So a 4v4, interesting. But yes, we have the let's see, one of the players has the clan tag for the northern team. Oh yeah, I have it written down. CFL clan against the AGG clan, which is the bottom team. So I have no idea what those stand for. Yeah. So there you go. But we have our first player on the CFL clan, Belsebub, has Mordor there. The second player on their team is Jornev, is Goblins. Third player on their team is CFL Meggy, which I will assume is Magrim, as Elves, and we have Earendil as Elves. Did I just call him Elves? As Men of the West, and Earendil as Elves. And on the southern team, the AGG clan, we have AGG TheZar as Men of the West. We have AGG DJDiap, which is mod, I'm pretty sure, as Angmar there. But we have their third player, Dread Reaper, as Goblins, and their final player on their team is AGG SaMuRa as Men of the West. Alright, so we got Men of the West, Goblin, Angmar, Men of the West. So there's two Men of the West on that team. Interesting. There's Mordor, Goblins, Men of the West, and Elves. Cool. Alright, so it seems we got Elven Archers coming out for SaMuRa. So we'll be moving up. Oh, that's not SaMuRa. I thought it was on the bottom of the map. Sorry. Earendil, rather. And he is moving up to capture this outpost there. Looks like Meggy is going forward. Archers of his own, as well as Gondor soldiers. We have over here a Spiderling start for Jornev. So that should be effective if he uses them correctly, because they are quite powerful in the current version. And Belsebub is getting orcs. He's got orc archers, he's getting orc warriors, and we also have a goblin cave here from Jornev being thrown up on this left side here in his base. And we have our Rajan Palace there as well, being thrown up. And we have two battalions of Gundabad warriors on the way from TheZar. I don't know if TheZar is goes by any other name, so if he's just TheZar, then there you go. There's people like DJDiap, who is mod. I'm not. I actually am sure. I'm sure DJDiap is mod, but obviously his name's not mod, so it's. He might go by something else. Is what I'm trying to get at. Let me shut up now. Well, rather not. But we have a farm going down there. So it looks like the Thralls did manage to get it with the war chant. Very nice. We did have a cav start for Diaper. I'll just call him Diaper. I could call him. That's Zar. Fuck's sake. I thought I was moused over this guy. 4v4s, everybody. I can never remember what's what. We have Dread going for Goblin Warriors. He has some Spider Riders too, assuming these are his. Where's his Spider Pits? The Spider Pit might have been taken out, actually. Looks like it was. Or he put it somewhere I can't find. Either way, it looks like a big army of Gondorian troops are moving south from Meggy there. We got a bit of a standoff here as the starting units of SaMuRa were archers and Gondor soldiers and Rohan spearmen there. Typical Gondor start. So no surprises there. He's got two battalions of Spider Riders. Where is his Spider Pit? Where are these coming from? I don't know, man. It must have got taken out. Must have. Unless it's in his allies' base, which it is not. And it looks like Meggy is trying to take the outpost here. And he's going to actually succeed. So they'll hold the outpost for a little bit. Although it looks like the The pikemen are dead there, so the spider riders are free to just go run rampant. Belsebub pulling back here. I can always remember who Belsebub is because he's always purple. Every game almost. It's easy to remember he's Belsebub. Everyone else, fuck if I know. It looks like Angmar is winning out here. So Diaper will be victorious on that little skirmish. And TheZar is building up his forces. Looks like he's throwing down a well to heal up his guys, which is always smart, of course. We got spider riders out here from Jornev as well, so we can help out with that. But yeah, it's going to be a little hectic. 4v4s are always a little hectic. It's kind of tough to cover everything. This game is fairly lengthy, as far as I can tell by the replay size. Although that might be just because it's 4v4. It's like 1.2 megabytes, which doesn't sound like much, but as a replay, it's actually kind of sizable. So we'll see. Could be an hour-long video, for all I know. I hope not, because I planned on putting this out tonight. So, should have thought of that first. They're placing a beacon there. And they have grouped up their armies, and now they will push north after the nice war chant there. It's always good to share your war chants and your rally calls with your ally. You get 2 for 1, you can use it the other guys somewhere else. It's always good. Or if he has a different power entirely, of course. Looks like we have a bit of a defensive choke point here from Earendil. To throw up a tower. He's got lots of archers and pikes, so it's going to be hard to break him. But nothing the Captain General Boromir can't accomplish. Well, that might not be true at all. He has a tendency to die in everything he does, so we'll see. But we got some Spider Rider action on Spider Riders. This one's in bow mode. Spider Rider's got a pretty intense portrait. Just look at that spider. Goblin. It's like an alien. It's good though. I like it. It looks like the army from TheZar is still here, doing decently well. He's got a sizable force left, and he's got reinforcements on the way. And his ally, of course, is on the way as well. Diaper losing a few of his Spider Riders, though. Which is never good. I could call him Mod, of course, but I'm gonna call him Diaper because I mean, not every day do you get to call someone Diaper, eh? Might as well go with the flow. Plus, that's his name, so it makes sense. It looks like Belsebub has thrown down a cave troll there. Cave troll cage, troll cage. Yeah, that's what they're called. Also, his outpost has been knocked down. We have Ents brought out from Earendil, and now him and SaMuRa are going at it. So it looks like SaMuRa is not having a good time here. The Elves definitely getting the better of the engagements. Although the Spider Rider army is trying to do some damage in the back. Unfortunately, there's a lot of pikes here. They don't want to get stuck there. Boromir using his Horn of Gondor. Do statues give fury resistance? Yes, they do. I was going to say that's why these are still shooting. But these are still shooting because of level 5. Ooh, we have a trebuchet over here. By Earendil not giving any shits. Moving his Ents forward. It may be a mistake, I think. That's a bit too bold, Earendil. A bit too bold. As there are pikes there. Pikes are decent against Ents. If they get to sit there. As you see, they drop them decently well. So Earendil really needs to pull them back and get them safe. Let's go back up here. See what's going on. Belsebub has brought out a drummer troll to help his army. And we have Jornev's Spider Rider army also running amok. It looks like Diaper is getting these spider pit down. Although, unfortunately, getting completely ran over there. A few Spider Riders got lost in the engagement, running over some spears, but nothing too serious. And he did manage to save the spider pit, which is pretty big. We have an army of Gondor Knights down here from TheZar. Looks like he got something back there. Might have been a lumber mill or something. I wasn't actually paying attention. Typical. And there's a big force here from the yellow player, which is, of course, Meggy. I'm just assuming Meggy is McGrim. I mean, who shit else would it be? That Sonic song was huge. Who's that? SaMuRa. Well done. That Sonic song took out the majority of Meggy's army there. It was pretty nasty. Meggy signaling to rebuild the outpost. Probably a good call there. Who owns this one still? SaMuRa owns this one. That's good. They have captured their outpost back. If not, that wouldn't have been ideal. It looks like a defensive formation tower has been set up here, and some statue action as well. TheZar going for a defensive situation against the hordes of Mordor and Goblins. Oh, the Spider Rider's getting a nice run through on the archer line now. There is absolutely no pikes here. A little late to the party, Angmar. Unfortunately, that was a lot of archers dead for the southern team. Wold has arrived. He's fresh recruited. So some Dark Dunedain Rangers there. From Meggy. Diaper, rather. Not Meggy. Oh, wrong team. So DJDiap pushing the enemy back. Belsebub retreating. Regrouping. Which is smart. No point in letting your stuff die if you can regroup, push with an even stronger force. You don't want to feed your enemy power points. Ouch. Those Ents trying to bring down the trebuchet. Fortunately for the Ents, the trebuchet does not have any firestones. Looks like one of the Ents died though. That's Treebeard. Ah, Treebeard has arrived. But he is alone. And the forces of the south are pushing forward heavily. So far there is no clear victor in each side. Looks like each side is stalemated. Both CFL and AGG not really making too much ground. I kind of feel like the southern team's starting to make a push. But maybe not. It's hard to say, really. Belsebub has the ability to put out a lot of troops very quickly as well. And he has catapults brewing also, which is very good. The ring has been dropped. That could be quite big, actually. In a 4v4, you never know. You might actually have everyone just gives you their money. You could get a ring hero, and that could be huge. Although the Eagles are not having it. Earendil does not want the enemy to recover the ring, and he will stop him at all costs. And then fly in for the siege. Of course, flying are very good against siege. In fact, I'd say they're the best counter against siege weapons. And once again, some Gondorians picked up the ring. Well, I guess the Rohan Spearman had it before. Men to the west, archers. And it looks like he will try and bring it back. So SaMuRa potentially could get Galadriel at some point. We'll see. Might not happen, though. It's not easy to save up 9k when you're being assaulted. That eagle seems really high. He's like really up in the camera there. Trying to get that builder before he despawns or dies, and he does succeed. Very nice. I'd say the eagle summon was a pretty good one, actually. And now Earendil and Meggy are pushing down, and they have siege support from Treebeard there, as well as tower guards and archers and all kinds of nonsense. We got Mirkwoods there. But we have a lot of Spider Riders for Dread Reaper over on that side. DJDiap showing probably to take out that spider pit. They definitely do want to get that down. Karsh has been recruited by Diaper as well. And we have a giant summon from DJDiap in the back of Belsebub's base. Oh dear. Belsebub currently is making a push south, so he's not really going to be able to deal with that. Is that Jornev's? Jornev has the Goblin King. Very cool. And this is good use of drummer trolls. This is how you want to use your drummer trolls, really. Try to keep them out of harm's way and just keep them sitting there buffing your troops in the back there on hold ground stance. You can send them to smack things about every now and then, but you can use the fear, obviously. Definitely don't just use them as melee units all the time. It's the wise decision. And the giants do fall to the Spider Riders there. So no too much of a threat. We got a big battle over here, it looks like. Treebeard trying to exchanging fire there. Looks like Azog did fall. The Dread Reaper's Azog, that is. We got Faramir out here for Meggy. Captain of the ranges of Athelion. They're exchanging fire. Of course, the answer. Treebird's about to die, actually. Oh, bit of friendly fire there. Gotta be a little bit careful with your siege weapons. I don't think Treebeard heals, does he? He can't use heal, so is he just screwed? Don't know. Let's see how SaMuRa's income is. Let's just take a look at the powers. I'm not gonna go over everyone's powers because there's a lot of people, but you can have a look for yourself. This is DJDiap. We got Earendil. He's got that currently. He's got Eagles, 16. That's not bad. Dread Reaper, the Goblin player in the south, has Wildman currently, 13 power points. Belsebub has himself. Oh shit! Somebody's got a Drogoth. That would be Dread Reaper. It looks like. No, maybe not. Where did that? Oh, it was him. I looked over at his fortress line. I didn't see him. There he is. Jornev has until Scavenger. Very nice. Very nice. Doesn't have much command point limit though. And he's not too good on the farm situation, but if you can keep Drogoth alive and killing things, then that's going to be pretty huge. Drogoth, of course, drops very quickly to Dark Rangers with ice arrows. He dies incredibly fast. He is a creature of fire. Meggy's doing nicely. He's got a lot of farms. And a lot of full army as well. SaMuRa is Tom Bombadil and 11 armies. There you go. Very cool. Did I start at the back? Yeah. And of course, Karsh is very, very good against goblins, as he will melt goblins just by standing there. But of course, he's all alone here against Rohirrim, who are definitely much stronger than goblins. Drogoth being pulled back. Let's go on the other side. Holy shit, that's a lot of mountain giants. Dread Reapers brought out the big guns, and we do have Firestones now for the trebuchets of SaMuRa, which is very smart indeed. And Boromir barely getting out of there. If you're running away, you should really run away in like normal stance. Just taking extra damage from the back. Well, you don't actually take extra flanking damage from arrows, it turns out. I found that recently. But in aggressive stance, you are still taking extra damage regardless. So micro-ring stances can be pretty useful if you do it. But it looks like things are not going well for Earendil, I'd say, definitely. But in come the Rohirrim. Gondor calls for aid, and Rohan will answer, and they did indeed. And the enemy Gondor has been crushed. Ooh, Boromir getting his horn off right before he died there. I think Earendil might be okay. The Rohirrim should be able to take the steps. I did hear Mumik there. We know where that came from. Belsebub is probably the only player I ever see who upgrades his Mumik pen. It's very smart though. Not only does it give him more life, but it's faster build. And of course he uses Mumiks a lot. And it just looks cool. Look at it. It looks cool as shit. Drogoth is level 4. He is a bit wounded though, so you need to be a little bit careful there. There's an army of White Angmar from DJDiap. Moving in. He's still got his Karsh. So he hasn't died yet. Very good. Faramir is up to level 6. Almost level 7 there. As Meggy snipes some Thralls, getting almost no experience, because Thralls are garbage for experience. It's not the best. That's something I do hate about Angmar's Thralls. And of course, if you haven't heard anything about the experience overhaul or next patch, well, that is coming. Experience statistics and such are being adjusted. So that's something to look forward to, I suppose. And hopefully it wasn't a secret. Probably not. I can never remember. I highly doubt it was. No, there's a beta, isn't there? Never mind. Alright. Angmar has got his ice arrows on his Rangers. That should be pretty big. Very useful against Drogoth, of course. Or any Fire Drake broods or Fire Drakes that come out. And this move kill is just having a field day. Look at the movement go. Angmar's bold. He's trying to take it down. And I think that might be a mistake. Oh, boy. Oh, he didn't die. If that movement gets to turn around, though, he will die. Oh, just like the movie. Angmar spear throw Mumik to death. Impressive. He needs to throw this, and he did. Well done. Holy God. Look at the amount of giants Red Reaper has currently. These two are level 5. That's 5 giants. Is that a Wizard Blast? Can it be Gandalf the Grey? Indeed it is. Meggy has himself Gandalf. Very cool, very cool. Meggy also has Boromir on the field. There goes the Horn of Gondor. He's trying to level up Gandalf. I understand the struggle. Although, I don't know if this was a wise decision at all. Ooh, is he gonna get out? He needs to get way out. He does have quite a few Rohirrim left though, so that's good. Earendil looks like he just lost Treebeard to some fire. He's gonna do his flaming dance and then fall to his death. And then SaMuRa will push north. And it looks like the southern team making a push once again against Belsebub. Look how useful these are. These barricades are so damn useful. Too useful. I don't like how strong barricades are to me, myself. I think they're a bit too tanky. I understand they want to be useful, but at the same time, they're annoying. Ooh, we got a Balrog somewhere. There he is. And is that a friendly? No. Earendil is in a world of hurt. His fortress is being besieged by the enemy. Although the eagle has taken care of that. And there's a Balrog ravaging what buildings he has left. Earendil will definitely, most likely, be the first player to go down, I think. If the southern team keeps up the aggression. Ooh, there's a juicy target. A level 3 archery range from the Men of the West. Ah, but Gandalf! Gandalf using his lightning sword to try and defeat the Balrog. Only taking him to about half damage, though. I thought it was better than that. Apparently it doesn't. Ooh, Boromir getting sniped by King Thranduil with his Deadeye. Very nice. Deadeye is very good. Increased attack speed, damage, and range. It's pretty nasty. There is an army of goblins around the fortress of Earendil, and there is also a Balrog and a mountain giant summon to top it off. Will he go for the fortress of Earendil? It looks like he will. This is definitely going to be enough. Something got flooded. I heard flood, but I don't know where. Down goes the fortress of Earendil. That is not good indeed. What got hit with flood? Was it this? Hard to say. Definitely it looks like the southern team is in position to win. Meggy will not be able to hold out soon, or much longer. Gandalf is going to die. Oh no. He's luckily not dead. The Rangers are help saving the day. But a new fortress is being constructed for Earendil behind Meggy, so they are not out. They could potentially make a comeback. That would be pretty crazy. If Belsebub can win on this side, they might have a chance. Belsebub and Jornev. But it doesn't seem like they're quite in the position to be able to do so. I don't think. There's a barricade once again being annoying. Taking a whole army to take it down. That's very good. And there's the remains of a Mumik, which is sad anytime that happens. Another one's on the way though. So all is well in the kingdom. Of course, the northern team does still have a Drogoth. Jornev still has his Drogoth, and he is level 6. He's got Fireflights, but they are losing a lot of ground. And if Gandalf levels up enough, he will be extremely powerful as well. If we see a level 10 Gandalf, that'd be pretty big, but something tells me that's probably not going to be happening anytime soon. Gandalf takes ages to level. So, you never know. And now it looks like DJDiap is going for upgrades for his army. At least I'm just starting to notice. I haven't seen any hill trolls until now, I don't think. He's probably has upgrades for ages, let's be honest. He had the Dark Ranger arrows, rather. Quite a while. He's also got Karsh at level 5, and I saw Mordor in there somewhere. He's lost. just believe me when I say he was there. And now the armies of goblins are melting. Wow, look how rapidly they melt. Does his damage AoE go up as he levels? I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't think Chill Soul does more damage as he levels up, but I have no idea. I feel like they were dying a little quicker than normal. Oh, probably because of the Dread Visage from Morgamir. That in conjunction with that is probably very destructive against goblins. And we have a worm summon just dying out there. I have no idea if it achieved anything. Ooh, we got a long shot, or no, that was just a... Well, that was a long shot, actually. Arrow Volley is the power. Gandalf's up to level 4. At level 7, he gets a Sorry Light. Could be very good. It looks like goblins are continuing to rampage through his area, taking farms and the like. Oh man. The Green Men of the West player, TheZar, really needs to get Trebuchet Firestones. I think that would be incredibly useful. And these Mimics are just... Oh my god, the Mimic just destroyed a level 5 battalion of upgraded Dark Rangers without mercy. And also Karsh and Waldar. Oh, Waldar actually lived. Lucky him. Well, unfortunate. You gotta be very, very cautious using heroes against Mimics. You have to stay behind him somehow. If you get in front of him, you're gonna take a huge amount of damage very, very quickly. Probably just die. Which nobody wants that. Unless you're the enemy, of course. You want them to die. I suppose. Drogoth up to level 7 now. If he gets level 10, he'll of course get Incinerate. Just kind of like a Dragon Strike of sorts. Pretty useful. He's using Shockwave. Wing Blast, rather. Shoots a Shockwave. A force below Drogoth, causing meta damage to enemies. It's so meta. It kills weaker units pretty well, actually. These hill trolls, though, not very weak. As you see, they're getting tank a hit from Drogoth pretty easily. So, with their armor upgrade, they're quite tanky. Definitely a great frontline troop for Angmar. The hill troll with upgraded armor. Doesn't look like Dread Reaper's going for any upgrades currently. He's just spamming giants and stuff, which I think is probably the best call for goblins, honestly. You can throw in some Fire Drake Broods, though. That'd probably be a good call. You know, if you can use Lightning Sword. Well, you hit a few goblins here and there. Didn't get too much done. We have Legolas out here for Earendil. Earendil's fortress, of course, is back. So they're fine, I think. They're probably going to recover. Whose this? We have a bit of a forward base from SaMuRa there. Very nice, very nice. Doesn't look like anyone's... Like I said, probably not going to see a ring hero. I did say that, but because of the fact it takes so much time to save for it. And there's Shade of the Wolf. Very cool. I like Shade of the Wolf, personally. I mean, it's not a Balrog by any means. But it's not terrible. I mean, that could be better. I thought Call of the Pack did more than that. Maybe not. Look at all these mountain giants for Jornev. Jornev's thinking the same thing. Oh. Stuns enemies surrounding. I didn't know Dark Lord's Laments actually stunned enemies. I thought it was a fear. That's pretty cool. You can stun mountain giants with Dark Lord's Laments. Interesting. Ooh, this Gorkill is very wounded. Level 4 as well. If you can get a level 4, level 10 Drogoth. Yes, Drogoth, but Gorkill. And of course, you can summon 3 Fire Drakes, which is pretty huge. Oh, Call of the Pack getting Gorkill killed there. Very nice. Oh my god. Not every day do you see that. And he even fell on some goblins. That is funny as hell. The giants being treated like the babies they are with their diapers on. Being thrown around. I think it's Army's Shade of the Wolf is actually very, very good. He attacks very fast and he has that speed and that AoE. In my opinion, Shade of the Wolf's much better against armies than Balrog is. And he can chase down heroes and kick the crap out of them. Of course, when he hits a hero, they go flying, but he can chase them down again. So, Shade of the Wolf is very, very effective against units. Against bases, he's not the greatest. But not terrible either, I suppose. Oh man. What a ruthless battle. Oh no, the Black Rider's getting fell-winded right in the middle of the army. Took quite a bit of damage. Also getting frozen by Boromir's Horn. The Black Riders are toast. That is a easy way to neutralize those. Angmar is actually something you really have to be careful with your Black Riders against that fell wind, as well as Boromir. The Horn of Gondor, I believe, works on, is it level 3 or 5 or 4? I can't remember what levels the fear immunity kicks in for Black Riders. I thought it was before 5, when like a normal unit gets it, but I'm not positive. So, who knows? I think it's 4 actually for Black Riders. But I can't. If you know, you know, but I don't remember. Yeah. Otherwise, Black Riders are not immune to fear, and Boromir is very dangerous for them. It's too bad we don't have any dwarves in this game. Could have had one dwarf. One single dwarf. But no. That's alright. We don't have any Isengard either, do we? Such is the way of things. That's alright. Be interesting to see. I mean, it'd be impossible with 8 players. Is there 8 factions? No, there's 7. Well, you can almost have everyone having a unique faction. Of course, some matchups are better than others, but in a 4v4, it's not really a matchup, is it? Anyone can use a power against someone else or send units somewhere else. But generally speaking, like, you're kind of one-on-one or 2v2ing on one side, 2v2ing on the other side. So you kind of do have matchups in a way, I guess. Some units are going to be better than against others, as always. And down goes the barrage. Leveling the army over there. Sounds like we have a Balrog somewhere. Over here? No? No? Where's Balrog? I'll find him, guys. Don't you worry. Oh, jeez. That fortress is going down. There's Balrog. Looks like we got Snowblind and the Hall of the King's Men from DJDiap, keeping that safe. And Balrog is going to do as much base damage as possible. Jornev's Balrog, that is. Looks like Belsebub has lost his fortress. This could be bad. That's 2 fortresses lost for the northern team now. Of course, SaMuRa just passing by the giant because SaMuRa can't trample mountain giants. It's crazy that there's something bigger than a giant. But there is. And it's a giant elephant, because why not? Because what's cooler than a giant elephant? Nothing. That's the answer. If you were looking for it, there it is. I think the southern team's definitely making ground. Most certainly. Oh boy, we have a Rohirrim summon around the heroes of Meggy there. These Rohirrim have returned to try and save him out though. Gandalf is going to be just fine, it looks like. They should clean up there nicely. And they should clean up this forward base that SaMuRa has set up as well. If you look at the map, there is a lot of teal, or whatever the color that is. I call it teal because it'd be cyan. It's similar. But whatever that is a Dread Reaper, of course. There's Dread Reapers all over the place. Get troops here. He's doing some work. And he's got upgraded half-pro marauders, which do very good building damage. And also a lot of damage to spider riders, as you might imagine. So they have potential to do some good damage there. We gotta worm some from somebody. From Jornev there, trying to fend off the forces of Angmar. So the tower is thrown up there by DJDiap. Mountain Giants being sent by Jornev to take care of that. Ooh, AGG has bit the dust. Unfortunate fate for that little shit. I like AGG, but I hate AGG. His model's so bad. Oh boy. There's a nasty blight if I've ever seen one. Lots and lots of whites. My goodness. And that tends to happen when you're facing goblins. Surprised there's no sorcerers using Well of Souls. Well of Souls against Goblin Warriors is always nasty. But looks like Jornev's got some top tier stuff. He's got level 9 Drogoth, he's got a Fire Drake, he's got Gorkill up to level 5. One more level he can go 6, and then he can get on his Scorpion and Poison Sting things, which is pretty useful. We're here getting a nice charge there. Gotta be careful of these half-pro marauders though. Oh, I thought these Dune Dive were firing those golden arrows. I was like, what? Oh, there's some Noldors there from Earendil there. So he'll have that. Great. What does Earendil have other than that anyway? Probably not a whole lot, I'd imagine. He's gray on the map, which is not always easy to see. And these belong to Meggy. Meggy's got pretty sizable force. Of course, most of it is summoned. And of course, we have an actual eagle for Earendil as well. Up to level 3, so once he gets to level 5, he can use his Wing Blast, just like Drogoth, which is very cool. I like the fact that eagles can use Wing Blast. That's pretty neat. Gives them more use, more utility. And there's a nice Watcher Summit in the middle of the Dunedain Rangers. Absolutely wrecking them. Also wrecking a few of his own. Oh no, not his own. He's not Angmar. Oh, well. That was unexpected. I didn't think he'd actually save for it. But indeed, SaMuRa has gone for Galadriel, and now she's going to kick ass. Oh, yeah. Let's get in there. Galadriel has potential to do a lot of damage. Of course, she's got to be careful at the same time. We have enemy Aragorns, Blade Master, and such, which are pretty good against anything. But that'll be a huge boost to the southern team. Definitely a good time to do it while the enemy is on the back foot. Although I feel like TheZar might be in trouble. I think he's okay, but I mean his base is pretty sparse, isn't it? Calling it Spartan would be generous. He doesn't have any buildings. So yeah. You might want to work on that. Otherwise he's going to lose his fort, I think. Belsebub and Jornev keep the pressure up, which they undoubtedly are going to. Belsebub, in fact, is moving in for an attack very shortly. Although we do have a Gandalf for TheZar, who's just brought out. Boromir's up to level 7. Oof. Oh, Gandalf is down. Unfortunate. How's Galadriel doing? Just out of curiosity, there she is. She's chilling. She's taking a bit of damage. Of course, she has the Nature's Wrath giant tornado to use as well. So that's always fun. And here we go. Oh boy. Balrog decimating the southern army. Is he gonna try and fell whip Legolas? Fell whip. Oh boy. Double Balrog. That's Dreadreaper's Balrog though. So he's going to try and fend off the Mumakil army. Will it be enough? Tom Bombadil and Balrog working together side by side. Never would you thought you saw that happen. Only in Battle for the North 2 could you ever see such a thing. Isn't that wonderful? You shall not ring-a-ding-ding-dillo. And there he goes. Oh boy, Gandalf's trying to outrun Galadriel. Of course, that's not going to happen. Galadriel is super, super fast. He wants to stay on Gandalf. Come on, finish him! Oh no, you made a mistake. Wow, SaMuRa, you're making a mistake. Friends, no. He should have chased. Also, he could kite the heroes into that tornado. I'm not sure. Not sure what SaMuRa is doing with Galadriel exactly. But he let Gandalf get away. He shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. More smack would have done it. Well, it looks like the attack from Belsebub and Jornev has been foiled for now. Of course, he's not going to give up, but there is a Balrog attacking his base. Although Balrog seems to be having a bit of a pathfinding issue, as he always does, when he uses the fucking fire move. Looks like that was what was going on there. Azog is back. Yay. Everyone's favorite little scrawny shit. He's actually very good when he uses Berserk, though, against heroes. So don't underestimate him. Or he will rip you apart. As he has a tendency to do. He also has Scavenger, doesn't he? I believe he does. Brigandage? Yes. Nearby goblins loot enemies for kill resources. It says nearby goblins. Does that count for half-trolls? And, like, is it your faction? Or is it just goblin warriors and goblin archers? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Do trolls count? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe? Oh, the ring has been dropped. Oh, jeez. Well, that is an unfortunate turn of events. The northern team has recovered the ring. Good for them. Now, potentially, they could get themselves a Galadriel, as it looks like Earendil has the ring. Legolas is running his fancy elven ass back to turn that in. At the very least, they can keep it from the enemy, and that's good in itself. His fire truck's up to level 6, and he had Inferno. He's used it before. Very nice. You got Shade of the Wolf. Whoa, there it is. Immediately using his stun so we can get up in there. He's starting to attack. Oh, he's eating. Of course, if you weren't aware, you can kill a target infantry, which restores health and temporarily grants 50% damage, 100% armor. I wasn't actually aware of the buff. Oh, and down goes the fort of Belsebub. That is not good. Once again, the fortress falls. This might be the end for Belsebub. Well, how's he doing, though? He's making a bit of an attack here. He has one catapult, really. I don't think it's going to be enough. But it might be. And Boromir sounding his horn one last time before getting murdered by hobbits. Ugh. Hobbits. Filthy creatures. Oh, we get the White Eagle now. Very cool. That, of course, is what happens when you capture the ring. You get the special collector's edition skins for your stuff. The eagles just happen to have white eagles, which is pretty neat. But it looks like the northern team is now rallying and pushing forth. And it looks like SaMuRa is in a lot of danger, actually. Although we have a Rohirrim summon and a Dunedain summon in the back of the army of Meggy. Gandalf not wanting this to happen, of course. Shooting lightning behind him. Pro level plays there. I don't know how you do that. The majority of Belsebub's stuff is gone, though. And we now have a dragon being summoned in by Jornev to try and ravage the base of Dread Reaper a little bit. Dread Reaper's got quite a few fissures in Goblin Caves, but they are fairly close together as well. So the dragon can hit multiple things at once. And there is an Army of the Dead summon that is belonging to... It's yellow, so it belongs to Meggy. Now they're all just attacking a tunnel. I mean, why not, right? Unfortunately, he is moving them away. They don't do very good structural damage, as you see. They will take it down if you leave it on long enough, though. Well, barely. But it looks like the northern team is on a full-on attack, and it is working quite nicely. Belsebub did lose his fort, but now they are in full control here on both sides. Another Balrog being summoned. Jesus. So many Balrogs, so little time. This Balrog belongs to Jornev. Jornev now has a dragon and a Balrog over here. And the base of the Dread Reaper is in ruins. And there you go. Southern team is defeated. Northern team is victorious. So CLF is the victor of that clan war match, and AGG the loser. That was a good match, though. Very hectic is the word I'll use. Very well fought. Enjoyable, though. I thought it was good. So I'd love to see more 4v4 clan wars, definitely. If there's any more of that out there, that'd be great. Otherwise, hopefully you guys enjoy that cast, and I will see you in the next one. See you all next time.